Hey, welcome to Fashion Week Studio Official. Today we have a wonderful treat. I call it more of a blessing and an honor, actually. And we have with us today, we're going to have a communication with Mahisha Dellinger. Mahisha Dellinger, the founder of Curls, an organic hair product company. Amazing. We got here. Hey, what's up, Mark? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Hey, Driz, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, Sperry, thanks for joining. Jermaine, how you doing? Hey, Mahisha, there you are. How you doing? Tracy, thanks for joining. Hey, yeah, Sperry from Russia. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us, Maisha.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Okay, I'm just going to adjust it because I got a big head and it's taking the whole screen. So it is definitely a pleasure and an honor to have you and to be able to have this conversation with you. So thank you for taking time out of your busy day.
Of
And
course.
for those who don't know and those who are joining, this is Mahisha Dellinger, the founder of Curls. It's an organic hair product, which is totally amazing, which, as you can see, I wish I had when I was younger. It would have been great. So Mahisha, I like to jump right into it, but I always like to start my conversations with this one question, which is the magic moment. The magic moment. In every successful person's life, they had a magic moment, a moment of clarity, a moment of vision, a moment of where they could see things that no one else could see, and they move forward on that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, what was your magic moment?
My magic moment was the day I decided to step out into my legacy, my destiny, and step out of fear. I was actually working in Intel Corporation, have been there for about 7 to 8 years, and had experienced racism at the corporate level. And I remember being up to get flagged for release from this manager. And being a young single mother, I was incredibly stressed by that because it was just me and her. And I remember feeling just so vulnerable, so out of control, controlled, just capped, right size, left size, ostracized, just felt completely out of my element. I didn't like the way that felt. And I had to dig within myself to figure out, well, how do you take back the energy and take back your destiny and take back the ownership of your what you do in the future. And that moment was clear for me because I realized in that moment that I never wanted to work for anyone else again. And while there were a host of amazing managers I worked for before, this person, I knew I could run into that again. So that was my clarity moment, my aha moment. And that if I was going to work this hard yet not be rewarded, and to be targeted for the color of my skin, then why not just take my talents elsewhere and do it for myself? And that was my clarity moment.
Wow. Wow. And you didn't just take this moment. You took the ball back like Michael Jordan in game 7 of the championship.
Michael Jordan, I like that analogy.
Because your success has, first of all, been phenomenal. Congratulations on
Thank you.
every aspect of your success.
Thank you.
And I also, okay, I don't want to tell your story. I want you to tell it a bit because I know your story and I know some of the things which are magical that you've done. But let's start with this own network, Oprah Winfrey Network. Tell me about that.
Yeah, wow. What amazing time for me to help other women of color. We know that there's a disparity with the amount of Black-owned businesses that are on the rise, yet
Mhm.
the lack of them either getting resources, reaching the $1 million mark, having the access to the tools they need, the loans, etc. Oprah saw the same, and she wanted to bridge the gap. So they decided to create a show to help Black female-based businesses.
Wow.
So they selected me to be that person to help, and it was called Mind Your Business with Mahisha. And that show helped 8 women of color get to and through success. And that was a very important part of my time in my life, because it was just, it was pivotal for me, but it was also emotionally draining, but emotionally rewarding. I had to take myself away from my business for, what was it, 2.5 months, maybe 3, to help others. And every week was a different business. And so I had to dive in and go heavy and give my all every time. So that was the part that was so draining, but it was also so rewarding at the same time. And it was great because now I'm in touch with 7 of the 8 businesses. One of them was a knucklehead. You can't tell her nothing, like nothing. Can't tell her nothing. To this day, you can't tell her nothing. So 7 of the 8 still in touch with. And it just really helped me see my life's purpose. I know that curls is my bread and butter. It's what brings home the bacon. But now that I'm able to do bigger and better things by helping and giving back, that was one of the ways, and I continue to do so. I created, after that show wrapped, had a lot of requests for one-on-one mentoring, which obviously I can't do a lot of one-on-one with just me. So I created Black Girls Making Millions Academy, creating millionaires one Black girl at a time. And that was we kicked it off with a 4-day retreat. And we had 3 different buckets that you can be into, 3 different curriculum tracks, we call them. And the startup, the come up, the blow up. Startup, brand new company that needs help growing, starting their business from top to bottom. The come up, if you already have a brand and you want to grow it. And the blow up was for pitching for resources and funding. And we had all these speakers from all over the US. It was phenomenal. 4 days. We sold out in 30 minutes. The tickets sold out in 30 minutes.
Wow.
Beautiful resort in California. But we gave these ladies these workshops, these seminars, the resources, the connections, the networking, the tools, the teachers. And it was just amazing. So we continued that with citywide events, more localized. And now we're going to virtual events.
Wow. That is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, that's great. I tell you, so just so you know, I have 5 daughters, right?
Wow.
5 daughters. They're all wonderful. They're amazing. They're beautiful. I have 1 son. So it's like, for my daughters, I'm constantly looking for women like yourself to point them in the direction and to look at the pattern of success that individuals like yourself have accomplished and achieved. And so let me just say thank you for being a role model for them.
Absolutely.
Because you absolutely are.
That's the goal, really. The change narrative that we are all thugs and we're all, criminals. We're all welfare moms. So no, I want to show the world and girls that came from where I came from, the projects, that look, no matter what your circumstances are, you can do it. Just put your mind to it and make it happen. You can do it. If I can, so can you. And that's the purpose, because I didn't come from privilege. I didn't have anything handed to me. I had to get it myself. So if I can pull myself up, so can you.
Yes. Wow. Beautiful message. So now you also help individuals who own beauty shops to acquire product, correct?
Yes. That's brand new. Very, very new. So it's interesting how that came about. I got a DM from someone, a beauty supply store owner who carries curls, a Black beauty supply store. And she said, why do you guys, you and all the other Black hair care brands, always promote on your Instagram pages, Target, CVS, Walgreens? Why don't you ever tag us and copy us and, and give us some love? And I thought, wow, good point. And the reason why we do it is not because we just love those companies so much, is that we have quotas to make every week. Right. And so they hold us accountable to sales per store per week, every week, to maintain your shelf space. So that's why, and I didn't go into that with her, but then I thought, well, we should do something. I should do something. I have amazing resources that I can easily shift this around and turn this around for, because it is real, truly, truly real, that Black beauty supply store owners get treated like crap. Even the ones when we come in as Black customers to Korean stores, treated like crap. So
Yeah.
here's the hierarchy. The Korean-owned distributors, top of the scale, food chain, right? They sell to all the beauty supply stores, right? The distributors. Now, if you're a Korean store buying from a Korean distributor, oh, they give you mad love. Everything you need, terms, ship your products to you, give you the best of the best. Same Korean distributor selling to the Black beauty supply stores. I have someone that was on my show, Leah Diaz. She was one of the episodes on my show. I went into her store before we started taping and saw her shelves. I'm like, why do you have all this ancient stuff? And someone around the corner was Korean, and a competition, they were able to get everything they needed from that same distributor. She had the scraps. They had terms. She had to go to the distributor and pick up her goods and prepay with the check. No terms for her. She's been doing that for 5 years. 5 years. And then a friend of mine opened a store in California, and she was in business all of 6 months because they wouldn't supply to her. So I know that this is part of the problem in this community. So that's why I'm doing this. So what I'm doing with this Black-owned beauty supply distribution alliance is connecting those Black beauty supply store owners with a distributor partner who will remain nameless because they don't want to have any discrimination charges against them, because they're going to help my people. But I don't care about discrimination charges. I'm helping my people. They're not Korean owned, but they're not Black owned either. They're white, but they are going to give them all the products they need with terms and increased terms from 30 to 45 days, free product with their first purchase. So I want you to give them product that they can sell from a great line, like curls. Like, say, for example, if Curls has some slower moving items. Let's give them a bunch of that, because Curls is a great brand, and they'll still have something pop off the shelf for them and free in their pocket. We'll give them in-store promotions. We'll give them free samples, free promotions, free Instagram shout outs and Facebook and press, and then also a one-on-one coaching with me. So we create this whole program to help level the playing field, because the Korean beauty supply stores have it so good, and the Korean distributors will block you out if they know you are right down the street from another Korean store. The distributors will do what they did to Leah and block you out. So that's what I'm trying to do here, level the playing field.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. You know, it's funny. The more I'm hearing you, it's like Curls is just like a via for who you truly are. Like, you are a leader, and what you're creating for others is magnificent.
Thank you.
And the issues that you're stating are real, because I've observed them myself.
Yeah.
So, wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
That takes a lot of courage.
I mean, that's who I am. I'm a little ballsy.
I can see that. I can see that. And it's necessary because you're in an industry that is highly challengeable. And it's like you're really like creating your own path. You're a trailblazer. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, we have to take charge and take back our industry. Here they are selling to us, but treat us like second-class citizens. Not okay. And that same distributor that I'm talking about that did Leah that way, sells curls, but wouldn't give her curls.
Wow. So, we started this communication off. We haven't even talked about your product yet. So, thank you for everything that you've shared. Okay.
Of course.
And you have to know, like, it takes, as I'm taking what you're saying, and I'm amazed, because I completely understand your challenges, and I completely understand your victories. And I'm not just saying it to say it. Like, I really am taking it all in and thinking, like, wow, you are accomplishing a lot. And you have a daughter, yeah?
I have 3 daughters and a son.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You are a great role model for your children. And I'm sure they feel that way, but wow, good for you. Like, in a way of like, that's miraculous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, curls. How did you come about that concept? How did you engage in its creation? Certain products? What was your involvement, which is all of it, I can see.
Uh-huh.
But could you tell me about curls and the products?
Sure. So I launched in 2002. So we turned 18 this past April.
Oh,
We were initially e-commerce only, all
okay.
on the web,
Mhm,
curls.biz. And
mhm,
then we started to get demand and requests from local beauty supply stores that wanted to sell the brand. And then distributors started to call that wanted to sell to other stores. And
mhm.
then 1 year Target called, the buyer, then Linda Sullivan, blonde hair, blue-eyed buyer for ethnic care, hair care, saw her relax her sales going down, down, down. So she was looking for, fresh, new, cutting edge brands that she can bring in to give a test. And she put us in 105 stores to see how we would do, me and 3 other brands. And that was Curls, Miss Jessie's, Jane Carter, and Shea Moisture, the 4 of us.
Okay.
In cap, 105 stores. And they said, if you do well, we'll continue to grow with you. If not, we'll, send you packing with all your products. Well, we all did well and grew from 100 doors to 300 to 600 to 900 to
Wow.
nationwide. And then
Wow.
along the way, the other retailers, interestingly enough, that I pitched before that told me no were calling me. They saw the products in the stores, they saw the sales, the movement, and then we got this. So that opened the door for everyone else, from Sally Beauty to CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, everyone you can imagine. And so we've been, doing this for 18 years now. All natural, organic products for textured hair, wavy, curly, and kinky. We have products for babies. We have a line for kids. Several lines for adults, from vegan, the green collection, to the cashmere and caviar for kinky curls, to the blueberry collection for growth, the vitamin C collection for protection and antioxidants. So we have a host of different products, and a new budget line, the Ultimate Styling Collection, has 4 different gels for different purposes of styling, whatever style you want,
Mhm,
$5.99 each, brand
mhm.
new. Yeah, so we have a lot going on.
Wow. Wow. That is fantastic. Look, so I swear, now I wish you were around when I was a kid, because
Mhm.
my my older brother, when we were kids, decided, I don't know if he watched the Michael Jackson video, I don't know what happened, hip hop video. He decided when I was about maybe 10, he was about 12, 13, he decided he was going to get a Jerry curl.
I thought you were
So,
going to say that.
right,
My brother had one too. So did my
right.
mom.
But
That's what we
he
did in the
go,
80s.
right? So you know what I'm talking about. So he goes out and he earns the money, hard worker, earns the money, cuts grass, does what he has to do, goes and gets the kit. And he's super excited. He calls my mother, my aunt in the house to go ahead and start to like put this thing together for him. And they're like, you should let your hair grow a little bit longer. It's not long enough. He's like, no. He's super enthused. He's like, it is. It's good. It's great.
God.
They said, fine. They started to put it in. They go through the process. And then he's like, let's take it out now. It's like, they're like, it's only been 10 minutes. You got to leave it in. He's like, no, it is it's perfect. I know. So enthused. He takes all of it out, because you had the little rollers and all.
Yeah, I remember. In the paper.
He
Hmm.
takes it out of his hair. And he's probably going to like punch me in the face for telling you this. But he takes it out of his hair. Do you know an upside down pineapple cake, what that looks like?
Yes.
That's what his hair
Yes.
looked like when he took out. It looked like it looked like he had an upside down pineapple cake in his head. So, but no worries, he gets the last laugh because he is handsome. He's over 50. He has a full head of hair.
Mm.
He's like chilling. Where I went from, the group The Barge.
Yes,
I went
totally.
from The Barge to Isaac Hayes within the past decade. So so he's winning. So but say that to say that your product is so necessary
Yeah.
and so essential to the community, because the fact is that there were products, but they weren't necessarily good for
Right.
hair. You see?
Totally. Yeah,
They,
what they use in the legacy products weren't the best ingredients by
that's right.
far.
That's right.
Uh, yeah.
That's right.
We've come a
And
long
so,
way. We've come a long way.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I love the fact that you're organic.
Yeah.
That approach is
Hmm.
so safe that I feel good utilizing your products for my daughter's hair. I think that is fantastic. And
Thank you.
what's even more interesting is that you are like affecting in a very positive way generations and generations to come. So first, congratulations on building your legacy. Okay.
Thank you.
Because it's going to go on forever. It's going to go on.
God willing.
Yes. Yes. And absolutely, God willing. And I believe that the blessings that have occurred thus far for you is a testament to the blessings of God. So I think that
I agree.
you're definitely someone who has created something that is so necessary and wonderful.
Yes.
And and it's healthy and it's great, and the effects on the body is beautiful. And
yes.
So thank you. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Now I'm just going to throw this question out. You don't have to answer. I saw that you have products that promote hair growth.
Yes.
What's up? Any
Yes, we do.
Now,
We
it
actually
grows
have
a little bit. Like my hair grows a little bit, but what happens is that, you know, I get the George Jefferson look along the way. So
so as long as there aren't any underlying skin issues, then definitely. So we have a few. We have, well, the Blueberry Bliss reparative hair growth oil is one. We have the Blissful Lens liquid hair growth vitamin, which is the most powerful hair growth vitamin. It's a liquid form. Mm-hmm. And it has a proprietary formula with a whole bunch of other essential oils and vitamins and minerals for hair growth. The key thing when you're talking vitamins, when you take a pill or a capsule, you're absorbing about 20 to 25% into the bloodstream. So you're releasing the rest, disposing the rest. But when you take any vitamin in liquid form, you're going to absorb 98% of that. So basically 100% is going directly to the bloodstream, therefore going directly to work. So we have our liquid vitamin, not a pill. And that hair growth vitamin is our #1 seller out of the entire company. It flies off the shelves. It is effective. It grows the hair and it tastes amazing. You can mix it with your own like water, coffee, tea, whatever, or take a shot. I take my shots in the morning. It helps to thicken it. It helps to grow it out. It helps to keep from falling out. It's amazing. So that's the #1 I would go with, the Blissful Lens liquid hair growth vitamin. And if you do your research, you'll see that liquid versus pills and capsules, no competition. So you always want to go, if you're going to get any kind of vitamin, even if it's just for your health purposes, always go liquid form.
Mm-hmm. Got it. I'm on it.
So I have to send you some of the vitamin. You'll love it.
Thank you.
And it's available in all of my retail partners. So get it most of them.
Absolutely. I'm on it. I am on it.
So you send me your address, I'll send you some. It's like a berry flavor.
Oh, I'll take it. Wow. Thank you. That's very nice.
Of course.
Thank you. So, it's just amazing. I'm amazed. You just got to know, like, pardon my, what seems to be stumbling, because what it is that I'm amazed at how you've addressed this issue in your products. Like they are really amazing. Like you've really carefully thought each step out. I'm talking about down to the flavor of your what you just described. The hair, it's amazing. Like that is fantastic. Now, you have 4 children. You wake up in the morning, you get right to work. Mm-hmm. How does your day look? I'm just curious. How does that go?
Crazy. Depends on what day it is. Mondays are usually my most chaotic days of the week, hands down. So the morning starts with me checking. I usually get up, say a quick prayer, but then I go directly into my emails while I'm still in bed. Check and see what's hot, if I have any hot fires. But from there, I usually get up and work out. And then I go for an hour, and I go right in meetings, emails, conference calls with team members, approving, copy, or approving art, or approving new plans for the future, or talking new campaigns, and just, coming from every direction, from our distributors, our brokers, my staff, my kids, now that they're home being homeschooled from COVID. So yeah, and it's just juggling a lot of balls. Yeah, it's just really, and it's never the same from day one to day two to day three. It's always something different. So that's cool.
No.
I really am very, 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 very protective of my time. It is my most precious commodity.
Mm-hmm.
So I say no more than I say yes
Mm-hmm.
to things because I just don't have enough in the day. And retain some for my family. So I don't do everything that I'm asked to do. I try to keep things and realistic and sane. My sanity is important. So yeah, and 3 of my 4 kids are at home. My oldest has moved out. She stayed. She graduated from high school, went to LA for a year to find herself, and then she came back, and then she went to school and she graduated, and then right after graduation, about 6 months after graduation, she moved out. So yeah, so we just have the last 3 home.
Nice, nice, nice. Wow, that's it. Well, thank you for giving us this time to have this
Of
conversation.
course.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Of course.
So now your products, it seems like there's consistent and constant expansion of your products. How does that happen? Do you sit and think, okay, it would be, does an issue come up and you say, I can handle that with this product? Or is it you're constantly like, let me just keep expanding on the product? Like what motivates the beginning of a new product?
Good question. So the R&D process is one of the pieces of my job that I love the most. Is actually the piece I love the most. The creative part of finding new formulations and new products, new ingredients to play with, new ways to tell my story of helping embrace your natural texture and giving clinical benefits to your hair, not just the same ingredients you see. Everyone does coconut oil and argan oil and shea butter. No, I want fresh ingredients that have great wholesome benefits to them. And so I'm always on the hunt for something that's unique and different and creative and haven't been done before. So the cashmere and caviar collection, benefits for strengthening and protecting fragile hair. And it's for curly, kinky hair, because the kinkier the texture, the more fragile it is. People think it's rough, and of course, it's actually the most fragile. So that cashmere extract is actually natural binding protein that gives it's the strength it needs. And the caviar extract also has a fish protein to it. So those are, and it's the natural form of it, not the harsh stuff. So finding those creative ways, and it's luxurious, like the black balls and the gold, and just creating that whole look together. In our vegan line, the green collection, sea moss, sea kelp, bamboo, avocado, cucumber. I mean, all those natural ingredients have great properties, all vegan, for those who want vegan from top to bottom. In the green juice bottles, super, super creative, and also innovative for women that look for that vegan option. And then our blueberry bliss collection, which is our #1 selling collection. That is blueberry extract as the primary ingredient, which is clinically proven to repair damaged hair, encourage hair growth, and prevent breakage. So Curlistas love that collection. It smells divine, it performs well, and has a great clinical proven story. So that I look for things like that when I develop products. And the pineapple collection, the vitamin C one, that's again another vitamin C. That's a story. Vitamin C is great for skin and hair. So finding those clinical stories. And now I have a new collection that I'm working on that is never been done before. Never been done before. It's unique. It's going to be a game changer. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
You're waiting.
Listen, pretty much, almost, I would say, everything that you've done and are doing has never been done before. Like, that's pretty amazing. One, though, would you say?
This one is quite unique.
Oh, no. It's not this discount what's coming.
I'm saying you're going to be like, you can go,
you're just,
what? That's what you're going to say when you see this. You go, a lot of people go, wow. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do so, to release it and show it.
Just so you know, that's what I've been doing inside of my head. I'm just not doing it. with everything you're describing, that's what's going on in my head. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Your
Okay.
products, your process is amazing. And I'm
Thank you.
not just saying it to say it. It
I
is
appreciate
truly
that. Thank you.
amazing. Yeah, yeah. And you have to know, look, my oldest daughter, I used to take her around to try to figure out her hair.
Yeah.
I got kind of good at Afro puffs, but she got tired of it. She was like, oh, okay. And she was, 3, 4, but I was like, hey, but it looked cute on you. This is great.
Yeah.
Then I found someone who could do the 2-strand twist.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah.
Hair has been a thing that I've tried to, assist my daughters with. And sometimes I've had huge fail, like,
Yeah. Most
and,
fathers.
and your products, say it again.
Well, most fathers have that, but at least you tried. And kept going.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you. But I tell you this, your products make that easier.
Oh, well, good. That's what I hope for. Awesome.
Yeah. It's that impactful. It really is. And again, I'm not just saying this just to, just to say it. I'm really like telling you that this is a lane that has always been a challenge. I have 3 sisters, you see, and it's been a challenge. There were products that, we used to have, growing up that,
yeah, the same ones I had growing up.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So that they weren't necessarily the best products, and they, they kind of, they didn't do what your products do.
Right.
And that's a real statement.
Thank you.
And so that's what I'm saying. And I can see it having such a positive effect for generations to come. And I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy that you created it. I'm very happy that, you think the way you think and care so much about others the way you do. Because I can see that, curls, like I said, it seems to be a via, but it's a great via for who you truly are. And I just noticed that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, not too many people will put themselves in the middle of a situation where you're saying, hey, I'm going to figure out a distributor for these individuals here. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't, that takes something within you, and I think that's amazing. Not everyone is concerned with
helping others.
Yeah. And girls in particular, to be able to say, hey, listen, you can do this too.
Yes.
And I'm going to help you.
Yes.
I'm going to show you how to become a millionaire. I'm going to show you. I'm going to help you. And I think that's fantastic. I think that lends to your success. I think that's
I believe in also reaping what you sow and sowing into good ground and reaping that harvest. Yeah.
And it's great. And it's great. So this one, you when is that going to be available?
This year.
Call it, and excuse me if I'm calling it the wrong thing, but let's call it, for the sake of calling it something, the secret sauce. When is the secret sauce going to be available?
Yeah, this year actually. This is what, July? What's today's date? The 14th. So by October.
By October.
Oh
wow. Oh, that's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Good. I'm looking forward. You said
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So beauty-ceuticals, where science and beauty meet.
Yes. That's
what I'll give you. Beauty-ceuticals, where science and beauty meet.
Wow.
So that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. When you go into the lab and you're creating these things, right? Yeah. And they're your research and development, right? What I'm trying to understand is this, is you were interested in hair, and now you're like this scientist that puts together these products, and at some point, now what were you self-taught? Did you say,
oh no, I have a cosmetic chemist. Yeah, I don't do the personal formulations. I go to the table knowing what I want in the products, what I don't want in the products, and the cosmetic chemist actually does that piece. Yeah, that's not my skill set.
Got it.
Not my skill set. I can do the basic mixing of oils and certain things, but not that level of sophistication. So the cosmetic chemist and I work together to develop
Got it.
them. Yeah.
Got
So like with this new line, beauty cyclical line that I have, I brought the idea. I said I wanted to do this. I wanted to be this, you know, and I have a very visual look of the packaging, very, very detailed vision of what has to be inside of it, you know. Yeah. So that's how I did. And this is exciting. This is a great one.
Got it. Got it. But I still will say that it's your vision that prevails all the time.
Yeah.
It just, you know, for you to even take that, what you know and that information, I think is, I'm just really at awe at how you approach your beauty products.
Thank
You
you.
know? So what is the future of curls? Now you have, you've positioned yourself in different ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You help others. You made sure that distributors were fair
Yeah.
to, you know, other
Black
retail
owned businesses.
stores. You've made sure that you're giving to children, to little girls, and you're promoting that in a very positive way, and you're creating a positive effect. How do you see curls? Like, where is curls, let's say, in the next 5 years?
Yeah, so we'll continue with our charitable work. Curls Goes Rule the World, which is our mentoring program. We'll
Okay.
resume that back. That's a program that requires face-to-face a little more. So we're going to resume the Curls Goes Rule the World program. Black Girls Making Millions Academy will continue virtually. We'll continue, and well, we're kicking off this month the Black Beauty Supply Distribution Alliance. That is new for this month. And then, you know, we're going down this beauty cyclical path of merging science with beauty. So that's my new transition, my evolution of the brand, and we'll see more of that. And so there'll be an announcement about this new beauty cyclical collection or variation of the brand in about 2 weeks. We'll see more about it. But that's the evolution of it. We're going to take more of a scientific approach to beauty.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see developments in that area, and it will evolve far above where we are now. And just, yeah, you have to evolve or you dissolve. You have to
That's right.
evolve or you dissolve. So that's where we are. We're on our path of evolution.
Wow. 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 Your story is amazing. What you've created, amazing.
Thank you.
It's just like you are a real role model. You
Thank you.
really,
Thank you. You're so
you
sweet.
really are. And I'm going to show you something in a second here, because I want you to really understand how positive of an effect that you're having.
Okay.
All right. So that would be available to me in a second here. But where did you start your business?
Do we want to take any questions or no?
We absolutely can take questions. I think that's a great idea. Any questions to anybody from anyone? Just so you know, you've been getting tons.
Oh, hi, Red Rose Naturals, one of my Black Girls Making Millions Academy members. Let's see. She has a beautiful skin line. Red Rose Naturals. Oh my God, you guys have to check it out. All right, so let's give them a moment to drop their
Sure.
questions in.
Absolutely.
Let's see if I see anyone else. Red Rose Naturals, because we have about. All right. So while I'm going to scroll back down. Okay, so the question, oh, did I ever attempt to get VC capital? You know, that's a good question. I'm going to scroll up and make sure I don't see anything. Okay, so yeah, VC capital is so hard. Even getting a small business loan is so hard for women of color, people of color. Like less than 1% get VC capital funds when you're a person of color. It's just crazy for us. And the same with SBA loan. I was not able to get SBA loan. I had great credit, but could not get a loan. So I had to use my own, you know, small personal savings. And my white counterpart, a good friend of mine, she actually got a loan.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, it's still the challenge today, still the same. So now there are other ways to do so. Like I suggest maybe get a line of credit from a bank in your community. I would not go to a big bank like Chase or Bank of America or Wells Fargo. A local bank will be more willing to work with you, and work with that relationship. They rather bring you in and see the value of you and the potential in you, and can start you with a line of credit. And that would be, and right now is the time to do so because the interest rates are so low, and it's great to do it now. So get a line of credit, low interest rate, and only use it as you need it for not living, not buying a Chanel bag, like not going to dinner. I mean, like just for manufacturing of your goods or services that you need. And that way you have a way to pay it back. So I would suggest that if you can't get funding. Let's see. If there was, I can't, crowdfunding, let's see, a platform. Okay, so someone's asking about crowdfunding.
Crowdfunding, yeah. When you were starting, would you have done that?
Used that? If when I got started, I probably potentially. I think crowdfunding is also a great opportunity, especially if you can just crowd your neighborhood, your community around you, and have them support you. It's a great way of getting resources. And I was thinking plus the line of credit. You can do both. We did the same for something like that, similar for my mentor, my mentee here in Dallas. Her name is Princess Pope, and she has Guns N' Roses boutique that was totally shattered and broken into, devastated. They took everything out of her clothing boutique, didn't leave a piece behind. So I put it on my social media page and got some marketing people, some PR people, banks involved, and so we also got a GoFundMe page set up. And so she made her $200,000 goal. She got a new spot. Wow. She got a realtor that found her new spot. The bank is going to pay for the first 6 months of her lease. I mean, and then people came and helped her clean it out. So I'm saying all that to say that if you get your community around you to support you, you can go far with that.
Wow.
Bias, racism. Yeah. Sandra, yeah, that's interesting that, yeah, the racism in systemic racism is true and real, and it happens in the housing market, in the financial market. I mean, we are like really put out of areas that we should be included in. So it's unfortunate. Let's see. Any other questions for me? We have about 15 minutes before we go into what you have. If you have any other questions, drop them below. And you want to show me something?
Oh, yeah. So someone just said that was an incredible thing you did. And then there's another question here. Did you know from day one you were building a multi-million-dollar empire, or were you shocked?
No, I don't think I knew what was going to become of the future of curls, but I did know that I was determined not to go back to corporate America. So I was a young mother back against the wall, was experiencing a situation I was going to be let go. I was fighting and just crawling and climbing and trying to get out of that environment that I just went hard. I went hard, like the hardest I've ever gone in my entire life to make it succeed and successful. Wow. So I think that with anything that you put that much work into, it typically, if you live it, breathe it, dream it, work so hard and devote your time to it. I mean, it's hard almost not to succeed with that level of determination. It requires a lot of grit, though, perseverance, a tough skin, thick skin, resilience. Like you can't, and also a regular and hardworking work ethic. You can't just do that part-time. It has to be real, like, important. So I think given that everything I put into it, I hoped it would be successful, but in real life, 80% of businesses fail by year 5. 80%. Now, I would like to see more studies to see what makes up that 80%. Is it because of lack of effort, lack of continual work, lack of what makes up? Why does that happen? I'm curious to know if it's lack of, the right product or service. I want to dig deeper into that 80% because 20% is such a small percentage.
Yeah.
So getting past that 80% rule, I'm pretty proud. But I would say for anyone who's looking to start a business, and I always say this to anyone I mentor, do not quit your day job. Do not quit your day job. you have to keep money coming in to sustain the family and your expenses. That's what I did when I left Intel. I went to sell legal drugs. I went to sell pharmaceuticals for Pfizer. And that gave me the flexibility to see all my doctors required from me in a day. They required for me to see 8 doctors in a day. I worked so that I was the first rep in the office. And I got my doctor seen by noon. And I came home at noon and worked on curls. So I had the full-time money from Pfizer that I put into the home, and didn't take any of that. I did all that for home, and then every dime that was made for curls, I put back into curls. And so if you have a day job and you want to be an entrepreneur, keep it until that side hustle becomes your main hustle, because you want to be able to grow it organically and have it keep making money and keep reinvesting it. Also, you want to make sure that it's sustainable, because it's not as easy getting a job when you have so I never suggest going out and just dropping the business or the job you have to launch your business. So I suggest trying to do both. And I did that, as long as I could.
That's, wow. Thank you for that answer. So 1 second here. I'm just going to show you something. Give me 2 seconds here. This.
Look at the baby.
This is Priya Bella. And Priya Bella is going to be using your products. I just wanted to show you.
She's so cute.
You are, affecting generations. And here she turns 1 on the 23rd of this month, and she will grow up knowing your product and utilizing your product. And she's idea.
I'm ready to go, Dad. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. Hi.
Hi. Priya, say hi.
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 Hi, Keith. Hi. So adorable. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Just wanted to let you know that this is a real thing. Like, your products are going to continue down generation to generation. And this one here is utilizing your products. Like, so you're touching generations moving forward. And I would say thank you for that.
Yes.
I mean, it's important. But that's, thank you. But that's a real thing. It's a real thing. She's, like I said, that's your what you've developed literally is in the future. And it's amazing. So I just wanted to just show you that. Like,
thank you. So adorable. She's cute.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions down there before we close? I want to make sure any questions.
Elaine Hair Body had a question about the mentorship program. She wanted to know if you're going to start that up.
So the Black Girls Making Millions Academy or Curls Goes with the World? If you're talking Black Girls Making Millions Academy, yes, we're going to resume that virtually, because we, obviously COVID, we're restricted. So we're working on that now for this fall. We don't want to do anything in person. If you're talking about Curls Goes with the World, which is our mentorship program for young girls, inner city brown girls, ages 8 to 18, that is a mentorship program where we bring together young girls and we connect them with mentors and they want to be in. So if they want to be, say, a high school teacher, then we put them in touch with the teacher. If they say they want to be an attorney, then we connect them with an attorney. And that's when that becomes a mentor to and through success for life. So that is something that's on pause, because we have to curate the mentors. And that's the biggest process of that, is really getting the right people that are committed and can do it, not just for one time. So revamp that. So yeah, we have a few things coming up. So this fall will be Black Girls Making Millions Academy, and then stay tuned for Curls Goes with the World revamping.
Okay, thank you for that. And then Pink Sapphire 6 wants to know, have you ever thought about opening a curls storefront?
Good question, but I don't think that, I thought about it a long time ago, but I don't think it's actually a good idea. Carol's daughter tried to do it, and it didn't work. And it's because when you just have one brand in a store, just one hair care brand, you need to mix it up because curly girls are doing cocktailing where they are using, maybe 2 products from Curls and 1 from Carol's Daughter and another one from Miss Jessie's or 3 from Curls. So, and then they want to see more than just what you have to offer is more body and beauty. And so only way that could work, I feel, is if it was not only hair care, but then skin, beauty, home, like candles and stuff, but it would have to be a hodgepodge, a collection of things. But brick and mortar is a tough business to be in. Mm-hmm. And especially Amazon, I'm not interested. It's definitely way more challenging, brick and mortar. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you. Well, Mahisha, I want to say thank you for this conversation.
Awesome.
Taking time, your busy day. You are just remarkable.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Your products, awesome. And I'm looking forward to, the next time that we see each other, I actually may have a whole full head of hair because I'm going to be taking your products. So
yeah. I'll send some baby products for the baby and I'll send you a vitamin.
Thank you very much. That is so nice of you. Thank you for everything. Congratulations on all your success. Please continue to be that role model that you are, which is really just saying, keep being you, because we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us in this conversation. Mahisha, Dellinger. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and God bless.